Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it's showtime. Alright, here we are. Return to the Icebrood Saga, and well, that of course means I have to run an horn. I mean, cold, icy, snowy. Gotta be a Norn. Pardon me. Daily gathering yield. Why do I have all of these sitting in my inventory? I have no idea. Don't need
Threshold achieved.
Oh. I need to sell a bunch of stuff that apparently I'm over my
Your soul is mine.
limit of 1,000 on. That is what I currently have as my limit for the crafting material. So just give me a sec to sell those, and then we're off to get the return to event started. Requires us to go talk to Bram. My apologies to everyone for that. Butter. Quite the moneymaker. You need to get back into Guild Wars 2? Well, if you never played Icebrood Saga, this is the week to do it. Because there's a return to event, so you get extra rewards. If you've done it or don't have access, probably not so much. And our daily login taken care of. Good. Let's grab our well-gotten gains from the auction house that are just sitting there waiting for us. Oh my goodness. 46 silver. That's almost 47% of a gold. We need to go to Holbrack and talk to Bram. Don't know why I'm being punished for having to talk to Bram. Meet up with you in Holbrack. Do I absolutely have to? Let's go ahead and go to Return to Icebrood Saga. Well, at some point I'm going to have to dye up my mounts on this character. Where is he?
Are your hunts dissatisfying?
My hunts are very, very dissatisfying, I have to say. Does it say where I'm supposed to meet him? In Holbrack. It's a big place, guys. For no particular reason, I'm going to guess in here. No? 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 Let's see. Guild Wars 2. Return to Icebrood Saga. Where do we start the goddamn thing? Bram. Where is Bram? Where is he located? Where is he now? Scroll, 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 scroll. In Bram. I mean, in the Return to. He doesn't say. I don't see it anywhere. Jesus. Where is Bram? God. Find him in other locations. Okay, but it doesn't say where. In Holbrack. You can meet him in Holbrack. I know. It's just blowing my tiny little mind. It's got a bunch of different possible locations in the wiki. Southern Watch Post. Okay, we'll try the Southern Watch Post. I think it's like, it's right there, the thing labeled Southern Watch Post. Is he over here? I see a whole bunch of people. He must be here. Hi, Bram. The people Jormag tried to save from Primordus are still stuck in the ice. Yes, we know.
What?
They've been in there for literal years. It's melting real slow, but we don't know how safe they really are. And the Arcane Ward can help. It's more of a lead than we had before. To start, we're gathering as many tales of those battles as we can get. All right, it's opened up.
Hi.
Fine.
I'm glad to see you.
Fine and dandy. Bonus event. There we go. Complete the Return to Icebrood Saga achievements. We are going to change our current quest to the first quest in the Icebrood Saga. First of all, we delete the Bram thing, because even having any of his email in our email box is corrosive.
Yeah.
Celebrating the new order.
Whitlock,
Bang
I
our
just got an
Ruinbringer.
invitation to a party.
Find a
of
chopper
some
waiting
kind.
at
From
the Black
Vanguard.
Citadel.
Mine was a summons. Real official. Been ages since the last gathering of the Legions. And that one, pretty bold, even by his standards. But I don't have much of a choice. When your Imperator says jump...
You ask how high.
Right. If this one's as rough as the last, they could use a hand keeping a lid on things.
Oh, I did have
Well,
this waypoint.
I'm in.
My mistake. I will be enjoying adult leisure beverages this evening to excess. And next up, this is the prologue for the Icebrood Saga,
Please excuse us.
which largely takes place in Grothmar Valley map.
Sure, Gork? It's bound to get rowdy.
One of the funnest
Commander.
maps they've ever done in the game.
This is all of us?
Maybe the funnest.
Vanguard invited the whole pact, didn't he?
Kaz and Jory are on the way. Otherwise...
Tiny's working on her treatise, The Elder Dragons Reconsidered. She insisted I should go live a little. To be clear, I'm attending only for the chance to study the local fauna. I will not be participating in any revelry.
Hey, my invite promised a party so legendary we'd be remembered in song without even having to die.
Yeah, you'll be
seen
remembered in
that.
song, all right,
Kaz, Jory.
as being
Long
the
time
blithering
no see,
idiot
then.
who got his
Thought you
weapon
might turn
stolen.
up. We heard Imperator Ruinbringer offered
Sorry,
amnesty
spoilers.
to the
Sorry.
Flame Legion.
Sorry.
I wanted to see it with my own
Got
eyes.
drunk,
Who doesn't like
threw
a
up,
good
and had his
vision?
legendary weapon.
Let's get going. We won't want to miss whatever kickoff spectacle the old man's got planned.
So we'll do the first chapter here.
It's been a while.
Alona was hard. Kralkatorek left
Muffin.
a lot of...
Elona was hard. Not nuts about Bangar. I think he has a very cartoony looking face compared to the other Char. Forgot how much dialogue the game has too. Definitely playing when you can.
and Brimstone. You and
It's
your
a
guests are to wait
mixed
here for
bag.
your
My
escort.
opinion on the
Orders from
dialogue. The
Tribune
story stuff the
Stoneblow.
first time
Who's
through
our escort?
is great.
Tribune
I really
Stoneblow.
enjoy it.
Oh,
But for instance,
Brimstone.
the latest expansion,
Surprise.
Ganther Wilds, the first real instance has about 40 minutes of dialogue back and forth. I'm not
You
kidding.
mean Bram?
And the first time was a lot of fun. Second time was okay. There's no skipping it. Means if I want to do the storyline stuff on any of my other
Maureen
characters,
doesn't
I
take
have to sit
orders
through
from us. As for the brand
30 or
scars,
40
we
minutes
believe she's purifying
dialogue.
them, for lack of a better word.
The process is entirely benevolent.
Bottom line, there's nothing to worry about.
And the fact that they don't
got
give us
my
the
word
ability
on
to
that,
skip
Cree.
anymore is excruciating.
We'll table it for now.
No, it used to be you had the
Come on. You're
two
late for the
figures that
opening
were talking
ceremony,
past
and
each
Vanguard
other
won't
at
start
oblique
without you.
angles.
I could
And
use a
certainly
drink.
that wasn't as involving
Catch a
as this more
You're gonna miss the
cinematic
start
version.
of the party.
But the fact
Yes,
you could
I
skip
am.
it,
Blood,
individual
teeth,
lines, or skip
guts.
the whole thing,
Very char. Or so I've heard.
that flexibility is something I deeply
think I'm
miss.
going to go track down my research crew, make sure they're properly oriented.
All right, Krisha. Oh, I'm following Krisha. I should probably follow her instead of running ahead.
I
I'm
take
so
it things are a
antsy.
little tense around here.
If by tense you mean balanced on the head of a pin, I'm up to my horns in
I
imperators.
mean, from a narrative
refugees,
sense, these things
cubs,
are quite
door
well
people,
done.
4
Even
legions.
on those occasions when the
Sounds more like a
storyline isn't
political
particularly
summit than
involving.
celebration.
They're well done. They're a
That's
lot of
by
work.
design. Not that killing Kralkatorrik isn't
But
a
not being
pretty
able to
damn
skip
good
them.
reason to celebrate.
I'm not sure it's worth it. I think I'd rather have the other version.
So, we kind of blew
Because
through
historically, I
introductions
enjoy
right
playing through the story
Graham
multiple
Harrison
times,
of
and I
Kratstad,
literally
Impact
don't want to
Commander.
ever do that again
I've got dossiers on all
on a
of
lot
you.
of the more
there. And
contemporary
this is
stuff.
Tribune
Because
Krisha Stoneglow, Bangar's head of security.
Because there's no skipping through.
Old
No
friends.
matter how good it is.
Very.
I've discovered the brig. We'll be seeing that later. After we go through this first instance, which will probably take 20 minutes.
So, how is he?
Bangar's still Bangar, for whatever that's worth.
Then
to
it
you.
opens up the
Wasn't talking
full
about Bangar.
map
Oh,
for Grothmar Valley,
Well, you'll
which
see
is
for yourself.
maybe the most fun map they've ever done in the game. It's a blast. I will, in particular, call out the heavy metal concert.
these are the strongest and bravest of
An
all the
actual
legions,
heavy metal
the
concert
very
with, like,
best of us.
Flame too.
More than a dozen little
Bangar's
mini
letter took all
games
the
that you
credit
have to
for
do
that.
during the
But I
concert.
recognize your handiwork when I see it.
Follow me. You have reserved seats. He won't want you to miss anything.
Well, I'm going to grab the POI first. All right, we're over here somewhere. Oh, yes. I of course deserve a throne, but I'll settle for this.
Honored guests have finally arrived. And with Tribune
Bangar's an
Prince
asshole. Just getting ahead of him.
Go.
Now that we're all here, brothers and sisters of the legions, let Tyria hear you. Yes, an enemy of the Char is dead. Let the world feel our vicious joy.
You didn't kill him, clown boy.
To the Blood Legion homelands. Welcome to this historic celebration. I've brought you all together. Blood,
Blood Legion,
Iron,
Iron Legion, Ash Legion,
Ash,
and Flame Legion.
even Flame. Now that
They're
they've
not met with a
finally
warm
come to
reception,
the
even though
senses,
they're Flame. They're not met with a warm reception.
Because we are Char first, and there is no greater force than our combined ranks. I've led generations into bloody battle, but I've never seen such fearsome promise as I do now. Today, if I weren't Bangar Ruinbringer, I would tremble. It's time to celebrate our ferocity, our fury, and the future we'll carve out. Together. Today, we are thirsty! Get on with it! Was that one of mine? Interrupt me again, and I'll have you killed. And what's a
Banger.
celebration?
Just kidding, of course. He would have him.
Bloodshed. Behold, the last branded, bastard offspring of Kral Katorik. Here to slay the beast in gladiatorial combat. Our newest centurion.
There will be
One of
a
Legion's
few
best
spoilers here,
and
for
brightest.
instance.
Ryland
here.
Steelcatcher.
It's... Whoa, he got big.
The reason
Cubs do that.
Ritlock is saying, wow,
Especially
he
when
got
you're not
big,
watching.
is because
You know him?
Yeah.
Ritlock's his
I
dad.
know him. He's...
Now, who's ready for some violence?
Who's ready for some violence in a
What is
crowd
that,
of char?
Devour? 3-on-1? Not much of a challenge.
It's not about challenge. It's about catharsis. He's good, isn't he?
He's not bad.
Outstanding, Steelcatcher. Way to earn that promotion. The stain of Kral Katorik is wiped from Tyria forever. Never again will... Okay, what the hell is that?
It's Big Brother.
Ryland, you ain't done yet, kiddo.
Ooh, now that's a challenge for a couple char.
Maybe even a bit too much.
You're right. But we can't upend the ceremony. We need the harpoons. We'll tie the creature down and let Ryland finish the job.
On it.
Assist only, Ritlock.
Come on, get on those harpoons.
Get on the harpoons. Just give me a sec here. Come on, I had to kill that thing. I got another.
That's how I do it.
I'll fire this. Ratchet it up. Got it.
Get in there, Blood. Lock it down.
And again. They just happen to have harpoons sitting here because they're char, and I guess, you know, there's likely to be something going wrong where you're going to need a harpoon. Doesn't seem all that likely, frankly, but okay.
Protect the other legions and clear the stash.
Did it fire? It did. Got one more over here. One thing that is true in a great many of the storylines in Guild Wars 2, whether we like it or not, is the number of times our friends and allies
The pain.
do stupid things that... Oh,
And you thought I was defeated. Ha!
that we have to undo. And one of our friends is about to do something stupid.
Grand finale. Steelcatcher, you ready?
Ready!
On my mark. 3, 2.
And that was Aurene, our friend, the friendly dragon, turning it into crystal.
Friends? Little surprise from the Pact Commander and yours truly to kick off the celebrations. Let's hear it from
And now it causes all kinds of problems because, again, one of our idiot friends has done something idiotic. I'm looking at you, Bram. You haven't done anything idiotic yet, but you're going to.
There's mountains of food to eat and gallons of ale to drink. Let's get to it.
Rawr.
Wasn't expecting that. Don't think he was either. We'd better check in with Krisha.
You know, champion, when I invited you here, I figured you'd come armed, as befits a military leader. Didn't think you'd point your heaviest artillery at us, though. Not very politic.
Yes.
Is it?
Aurine's
She's
not,
not
a
my
weapon.
pet.
She's taken a personal
She's one of my
interest
friends
in
and therefore
repairing
an idiot.
Alcatoric's damage.
Your apology could use some work.
Commander doesn't have anything to apologize for. Aurene does what she wants.
And it's too bad she didn't catch
Ritlock.
Banger in it. Things would have gone a lot
Still
smoother.
talking out of turn, huh?
Sir.
Sure was a sight, I'll give you that. I can appreciate why you'd keep it around.
Her.
Her? Ritlock, we'll talk later. Just the two of us.
Good voice
Try
work
not
by
to embarrass
Bangar.
me out there.
But really, his face looks like a cartoon. Let's see if I can get you. I can't get you a good look because he ran away.
Dragons.
Stupid Bangar.
We've all lost people. Some of us, entire war bands. He's on edge.
Oh, he's an
We're
asshole,
all
Creature.
on edge. 1,000 well-armed warriors with short tempers on edge.
She was trying to help.
Whether or not your dragon follows
Not
orders,
my
you're
dragon.
still her representative here, Commander.
Are you people stupid?
Char have never not had enemies. With Kralkator gone.
The best thing you can do is be seen. Show the legions you're not a threat.
I will.
I'll make the rounds too. See what I can do.
Oh, I can talk to all those people or just check in with Brent.
Oh, hey, Commander. Ritlock. Hell of a fight, right? You gotta meet this guy.
Yeah. Good job, kid. You might want to watch how you drop your left, though.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Dad.
Ryland promised to show me around this shindig. We're going drinking. Want to come?
Maybe
Oh,
later,
I've
Graham.
got that covered already,
First, I need
Bram.
to
And
smooth some
I'd
ruffled
rather
fur.
drink with my
You're
friends
such a
here
diplomat.
on stream.
You're
than
here as
you.
a member of Dragon's Watch, too. Don't forget it.
And that is the
I like
intro to the prologue. Intro to the prologue of Icebrood Saga.
Affirmative.
And we start building up more of our materials. We exit, and now we're in Grothmar Valley. Beautiful. Decided to buy FF14 as a little Christmas present for yourself. Didn't realize you need to pay a subscription fee to access the game. I think it's free up to... my impression was that it was free up to a certain level. Oh, I need to join in this event. Because one of the things we got to do is you've got to complete a certain... No, I guess I won't join in this event because it's finished. I thought there was a way at least to play some amount of time without paying the sub. But I'm not certain anymore. But yeah, it is generally, if you really want to play it, it is a sub.
Keep the chaos rolling with your very own Doom Roller. Now available at the Iron Legion.
Yeah, free to try. Let you play until you're level 60. Okay. I got to the 20s, and when they made me do a dungeon that was the worst dungeon I've ever done. Not because I got griefed or people were insulting or anything. Literally, a word wasn't said. All the other characters were very high level. I had to try to run to keep up. I couldn't look. I have no idea what the fight was about, what the dungeon was about, what the setting was, any of it. It was over in like 5 minutes. But why? And then I got out of that quest, and the next quest was to do another dungeon. I uninstalled. Next event will be there. The Metal Legion concert is next. That's the best. Check the time. That's the time in the game world. It's 4:43, and I think the next event is at 8 p.m. Game time, not my time. Got to level 30 and uninstalled. Went right back to Latro. I mean, for me, the questing up to the point at where I was in the mid-20s was boilerplate MMO quests. None of it was interesting in any particular way. And I'm not a JRPG fan, so the JRPG tropes bored me. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's not a great game because there are millions of people playing it all the time. So, yeah, that kind of makes it a great game. It's just not a game I have any interest in playing. Next. Okay, it is at 8 for the concert. 8 p.m. game time, not real time. The heavy metal concert coming up in a short few minutes is, if not the very best open world event they've done. It is in the running. It's an incredible piece of work. It's just bananas how good that particular event is. I've discovered the Ooze Pit.
There's no better feeling than rocking out with Char brothers and sisters to epic
That's the voice of Bram coming from an NPC, and he does not do a good job of covering it. However, the character he does in of Pokey in Janthier Wilds is also from Bram, and he does a much better job of covering it. I have not played Toontown. This place is going to be filled with people. It's going to be nuts.
The fury is mine.
As you can see, they're getting ready for the concert. Iron Legion, Blood Legion, Ash Legion, and playing tonight, Metal Legion. I don't want to miss it, so I'm going to hang here. It's probably like 10 minutes out or something like that. Oh, I haven't chosen... I can take good advantage of this to dye my critters. Actually, amazing, some devs brought it back. Now it's called Toontown Rewritten. Yeah, I know there are. I know it had been brought back. I don't know if it's emulated or if they're running actual code or not. Let's see here. Her colors are Fear and Darkness. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Quiet down there. Let's see. The Warclaw's the new one. Played it a lot recently. Pretty fun with a cool community. Well, I mean, the smaller the game, I think, the more important it is that you get into the right group of players. Because, a simple mass of people can be enough to keep a game going, but a smaller game is going to need a community. It takes a village, so to speak. And how about darkness is the other primary color? Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. That's a color combo. Whee! It is almost 6 p.m. game time. Reinstalling Guild Wars 2. Good choice. That's one that never gets rotated out for me. A lot of games get rotated out if I'm not playing them. I need the disk space because I like to have a lot of games installed, because I like to have a lot of choices. Guild Wars 2 is always available because if I've got nothing else I want to do, I know I want to play something, but I have no idea what, I can hop on a character and go into an open world on one of the maps I enjoy and just mess around. Played in like 3 or 4 years. There's no sub for Guild Wars 2. Never has been. Everything you ever bought is available. If you want to play the newer stuff, that would require a purchase. But all of your gear is still exactly as powerful as it was then. There's been no level bloat, no gear bloat. There has been changes made where there are a lot of additional options that have been added, and you might have to purchase content to access some of those. When was the last content you played? It was 3 or 4 years ago. Probably. Might have been End of Dragons. Before that would have been Icebrood Saga, which is some of this content. And of course, there's always new stuff that you can spend all the money that you want on, like all the people sitting here with their cat trees, sitting in their cat trees surrounded by cats. Let's see, novelties. Time to choose my novelties. Let's go with Doom's Throne. The Choya Kite. I don't even know what that is. The Ascender. And where is the Coden? There's the Endless Cloud Seeker Tonic. Yeah, just DLC based, exactly. Now, certain feature sets are locked in behind previous expansions and stuff, so gliding and the first 9 elite specializations, and for that matter, the Herald class, or the Revenant class, were part of Heart of Thorns. Path of Fire brought in mounts and 9 more elite specializations. If you don't have those, you can get, they're sold as a pack where you get both expansions for, I think the base price is $30 right now. But if you wait for sales, they drop down to, I think, 15. And that's for the combination of both expansions, Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns. As an example. So another few minutes and we will be starting the heavy metal concert. Yeah, and the DLC is just additional content. Maybe additional options like additional weapons. For instance, the latest expansion, Janther Wilds, added land spears for all classes as an example of the kind of things that get added, and 2 new maps. Plus a 3rd map will be coming in about, I think, 6 weeks. I don't think I actually specified which of the... There we are. I have a combat tonic, so I can look like a Kodan and even fight in this shape. Come on, we want to play. Start the heavy metal. Let's go. Metal Legion, Metal Legion. It's not the bandstand, it's the blood stand. Yeah, that figures. Char, you know. What can I say? So what's going to happen is they're going to play 3 songs. And while they're playing, a bunch of little mini events are going to go on. Anything from a mosh pit where you have to go, your character, you have to run into a circle where the mosh pit is and spam the spacebar for jump. So you have to run into the pit and mosh. Or maybe you've got to break up fights that go on in the crowd. Or there's an electrical malfunction that summons an elemental and you need to beat the elemental down. And so there's this whole series of like a dozen different mini events, and some of them will occur multiple times. And the faster you are, the more progress you get into it. With this many people, it shouldn't be a problem at all for us to get the maximum total experience of 800% and get the maximum loot out. It's such a fun thing to have been done. You know that the guys who put this together, all the devs and designers doing visuals, doing the whole thing, you know they had to have a blast with this because the players sure did. All right. We have Enika Havoc Striker, Zoilus Fiend Seeker, Varus Chainraiser, and Crispa Fang Wrencher, and they are Metal Legion. It is 7:25 game time, not real time. So that's like 3 minutes, something like that. And then I'm going to run around and I'll try and give you a brief description of what the hell's happening as what I'm supposed to be doing. Because there are going to be a whole lot of stuff going on. One thing I want to do definitely is remove player names. They are playing Fear Not This Night. That player. Pretending they're the opening band, and sure, I'll give them that. It is 7:40 game time. All these people think they're fancy. In their chair. Fine, I will change into my chair then. Get out of my shapeshift and into my chair. There it is, no biggie. Just the throne of death himself, that's all. I didn't earn this. It's a rare drop from a raid. I won it in a giveaway. However, because it's a giveaway, I didn't sell it, despite the fact I could have sold it for like 350 gold at the time. Now, if I win a giveaway, I am keeping it. Audience hype is 25%. Here we go.
No security, no other technicians. This is going to be a wild show.
You'll be fine. Whatever you can't handle,
Just give it to the volunteers.
We're the volunteers.
Okay. Volunteers, listen up. There's a 3-song set list, and it's our job to keep the crowd focused on the music. So keep an eye out for troublemakers. Hype up the crowd and make sure the show goes on, no matter what.
Let's go, guys.
I hear we've got char from all 4 legions out there. Report in. Ash. Iron. Flame. Blood. We are Metal Legion, and we're here to put the band back in war band.
Here we go. First thing, amp power core. So we got to grab power cores and take them to the location and plug them in. I think it's here. Yeah. Charge the amp. I have put one in. Have anything else going on? We have a craved fan. Can't have craved fans running around. He's been subdued. We have another craved fan. Repaired circuits. All right. Let's see. Next up. Craved fan. Get them. Jump in the mosh pit. Time to jump in the mosh pit. Run to the mosh pit and spam your space bar to jump. The audience hype is at 80%. Break up the fights. Back into the mosh pit for a couple more jumps. Next up, more amp power core action, other side. Dump a couple of power cores in there real quick. We've got to kill the sparks. Wow, that elite spark just vanished in a puff of smoke. Awful lot of players around to nuke that thing that quickly. Holy crap. Got another 10 seconds for another amp power core. I think I can make one more delivery. Metal Legion. Audience hype is at 136%. Next up, cheer. Okay, just slash cheer. We're at 157%.
Burn me. This band's pretty damn
Not bad for
good.
the first song.
Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet. We're just getting started. We wouldn't be here today without Vanguard Ruinbringer's support. So this next one, this is for the blood Imperador. From the Farrar to the battlefield, we are all bound by Legion, by history, by greatness. But most of all,
we are bound by blood.
we are bound by blood.
Next up, sweeps completed. That's running through the little obstacle course here.
Wear them down.
Man, those sparks die so fast. Holy crap. Sweeps completed. Do we have more sweeps? More craved fans. Anytime the craved fans show up, you gotta get them.
Contract complete.
Audience hype nearing 200%. Craved fan. More amp power core action.
Grimlock never said he had a son. He wouldn't.
That's not how we do things here.
Bran? Bran, your comm is... No. Let him.
You know why they call me Airson? Because I'm Air Son.
Successful catches. Oh, we need to catch the leaping char as they're stage diving and bouncing between locations.
Primus used to beat us with a rod to toughen us up. Until one day, he didn't. I'll drink to that. Bottoms up.
Crowd pumped up. I think that was, again, the mosh pit. There's an elite spark up.
For great justice! Justice, courage, resolve.
All right, we're up to 300%. Crowd is pumped up. Overload the Defiance bar to reboot the amp from blowing. So brake bar damage to the amp before it blows. We're at 300%. Audience hype.
I'm neither here nor there.
Jump in the mosh pit.
You are all weaklings.
Gotta jump in the mosh pit. Extra time for more jumping in the mosh pit. More hype than the Winter Festival in Lotto. It's nuts. We're about halfway done, maybe a little over. Salute. Type /salute. All right, I have gotten the weekly done for Grothmar Valley already, just by doing these little mini events, because they all count. I guess maybe it's 400% is the max.
One char!
One char!
One more lined up for you. A grand debut. Some might even call it a brand debut.
10 events, yeah. That's a weekly
Why are we
complete, too.
here? Because the Crystal Dragon is dead. And who was the char that led the final attack? Fellow legions, prepare yourselves
For
the
Ballad of Soulkeeper. Salute again. Next up, fireworks. Get fireworks. Oh, yeah, you have to shoot them and hit a spot in the sky. Not sure if I got one or not, but regardless. Yeah, I think I got one hit. Take. This needs to go to the power amp. Got it. Next up, run the perimeter. Over there. Now you got to make sure nothing's happening out around the perimeter. Overload the Defiance bar to reboot the... Where's it? See it? See it? I must have already missed it. I must have already rebooted it. This is dance, I think? Yeah, cover for the injured dancer, so you've got to dance. And now we need to catch the stage diving char. Oh, more dancing. More dancing.
Might makes me right.
Craved fans.
Fury is mine.
You know, sometimes you just got to beat the crap out of the enthusiastic fans. It's just the way it is.
You are all weaklings. Aftershock!
Stand and fight.
Yeah, we're already at 400% hype, and I think that's as high as it goes, but the biggest event is still to come. The boss fight. The fireworks get a little bit out of hand. And there he is. A huge fire elemental dragon thing.
Destroy it! It's all part of the show.
It's actually not part of the show. Whoops! I got elevated up.
Here nor there. Agony, torment, pain.
We heal as one.
Reload.
Disengaging hollow projector.
More fireworks. I think we only got like a silver medal the first time. This is the one that took me the longest to get. There's a meta achievement for getting all of the achievements done for this. And this was the last one I had to get done.
Nothing can bring me down.
Way back when it first came out. I'm pretty sure I hit that one. This one is not easy because you've got to kind of understand that you have to pick up the fireworks gun and then pick out the targets that are floating up in the air over the crowd.
You are all weaklings.
I have gotten 251 chilies so far. That's a stack plus one.
Might makes me right. The fury is mine.
Ballad of Soulkeeper finishing up.
Thank you, Legions! You were a great crowd! Metal Legion! Metal Legion! Metal Legion! Thanks to Ruinbringer for bringing us out! Be proud. Char forever.
I love the ending there, where it's all like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Be proud, Char forever. That is the heavy metal concert in Grothmar Valley. It's such a bonkers piece of game design. I just freaking love it. I believe I got all of the boxes of goodies that are available. Next up, I think, is the Flaming Effigy. Let's grab the Vista over here while we're bopping around. So there's a schedule of all of the various events that go on here. You can check it on, it's up on the event timer on the wiki. But there are also these notifications you can find over here where it says schedule board. It'll tell you where the next, tell you what the next event is and where it is. Next up is the Burning Effigy at 2 a.m. Tyrian time, game time. And it's up there, due north. And the actual game time is 11:12. So speaking in game time, that concert took about 3 hours. Real time, what? 15 minutes? So one of the advantages to doing this stuff now is because they have the Return to event. There are going to be a lot of people in the Icebrood Saga zone. I'm a huge fan of the third map in the Icebrood Saga. Sorry, fourth. Prologue has Grothmar Valley. The next two chapters make up the east half and the west half of Bureau Marches. And then you get Drizzlewood South. The Drizzlewood South meta uses a lot of mechanics from World v. World, and I just think it's a blast. I need to AFK for just a second and refill my cup. And I'm back. Did grab that right. Yes, of course I did. Don't be ridiculous. Participate in events to reassure the legions about my presence. Sadly, the meta event for the Metal Legion concert only counts for one. So there are, let's see, if we go here. Two more things and I'll get, if I complete two more things, I will get 5 Mystic Coins. Current value of that, about 11 gold, I think. Something like that. And if we get 10 of the achieves done, we get a Glittering Weapons cache, which is your choice of a weapon set I consider to be really, really good for Sylvari characters and less good unless you are a Sylvari wannabe character. In that they are botanically themed, lots of leaves and flowers and sparkly pollen-looking stuff, which frankly you'll never get out. I mean, you get it on your clothing and forget it. Or you can get a bag of 6 Mystic Coins, which is about 13 gold. can't remember what you have to do for this event.
Hurts, doesn't it?
It's one of those I'd have to double check on.
Wow, you're fast. Where did you even pull that second stiletto from?
What we'll have to do is we'll have to take flames up the hill here. But the thing is, you can't get all the way up the hill with a flame. You have to toss it to another player. And eventually we'll light this brazier. Or brazier, possibly. After enough torches have gotten passed up in that particular way. And then we'll have to fight a bunch of champion giant devourers that'll sprout up. And we'll have to fight a flaming effigy, maybe multiple flaming effigies, I'm not sure. All off the top of my teeny tiny head. One of the least useful things in the game, the hatched chili peppers, because they're only used in this map. It's a map currency for this map only, and there's not that much stuff you can buy with it. Although I think you can now, they added a way for you to trade that in for other currencies. I'm not positive about that, but I think so. The burning effigy ceremony was completed. I didn't see an event for that. That has to be the pre-event for it. Oh, we've got these little motes over here, these glowy balls that are leading up from the critter that our friend, Idiot Aureen, turned into crystal. They're worth XP and a currency too. They're worth volatile magic. I think there is sort of a mini jumping puzzle. Wait, carry the fire without a torch. Where we set ourselves on fire and have to reach the top here in record time. Like before we die. And I don't think I'm going to make it. Nope. But I healed, so. Rather than dying, I mean, who wants to die? One of those where I think you need to know where you're going before you start going.
A bonfire of healing will rage soon at the Flaying Legion camp. Join in and burn away the past in the light of the future.
Alright, I'm on fire. A little hard to see where you're going when you're on fire, but, you know, you try and make do. I made it. I made it, I think. Nope, I did not make it. Make it. You can open the chest. But we've got Ephraim Greets Glory, who is sort of the leader, the ad hoc leader of the remains of the Flame Legion.
Drivers to your death machines.
Oh, the destruction level. I have to get into the destruction derby because obviously I do.
Adoring fans.
I will represent Flame. It's a destruction derby.
These drivers are merciless.
I got one on my ass. It's just absolutely lighting me up. I'm about to get vehicleized. Oh, I'm almost done. No! It's okay. Okay.
Oh, what incredible firepower!
It's kind of PvP that I can play.
After all those terrible fiery deaths last time, all Iron Legion Doom Rollers now come standard with ejection seats. Oh, what incredible firepower!
Well, you know, I don't like to boast, but I got some significant firepower going. You know, I haven't had any complaints about my firepower. Let me just get it done.
Our latest Doom Rollers have limited stealth capabilities. Go on, press the button. You know you want to. These drivers are merciless.
I am merciless.
Look at him go! It's a knockdown, drag-out fight to the finish. These drivers are merciless. And the Iron Legion takes it all. Can't say I'm surprised, folks. These are our Doom Rollers, after all.
Yeah, the fix was in.
What a show! Magnificent, chaotic, worth the price of admission and then some.
What's the deal with Rip marking Creature?
Keep the chaos rolling with your very own Doom Roller. Now available at the Iron Legion Pavilion.
Next up, here. Yeah, in a few seconds, we're going to start up.
Might makes me right. Nothing can bring me down.
Might makes me right, and
Fellow
nothing
Char
can bring me
and
down.
honored guests, allow me to be the first to welcome you to this, our holy ceremony. When last we were in these lands, we were tyrants. We led you astray with false gods, and ruled through fear. Now, we come to you as friends, allies, equals. This is our sacred flame. Though summoned by magic, its true power comes from the Char themselves.
No, it's that it's
Only
fire.
those deemed worthy may bend the fire to their will, lead it to the brazier above, and prove yourself to the flame.
I will prove myself to the
The
flame right
ceremony
now.
must be completed before the sun crests. Our flame must
fury
be the
is mine.
brightest in the sky.
Oh, the champion fire
Might
elemental has
makes me right.
spawned, so
I'm failing quick.
we're going to hit him some.
Good. The fire has been tamed. Now we must shoulder its power as a test of our resolve. Take up your torches and light them in the brazier. The fire will fade quickly, so we
Fury
must come
is
together.
mine.
Share the flame, torch to torch, and carry it to the upper brazier. I will meet you there.
I thought Norton was supposed to be able to hold their ale. How you doing, buddy? It's been better. And worse. Our parents used to be friends, you know? My mother, your, Gridlock. Sire. He's my sire. It's a good
We
tradition.
got all kinds of angry devourers.
Once you choose.
And elite mosquitoes, something of a, perhaps a slight misnomer. A champion mosquito.
You heard about that? Everybody heard about that.
We are defeating a champion mosquito. It doesn't sound like much, but he's really tough. He's way, way tougher than he looks. The first checkpoint brazier, possibly brazier, has been lit.
Oh, that had to hurt.
So now we pick up a torch and we run like the wind. And we throw it to another player. As we can see, we're running out. We're running out to some player. I should turn back on player names now,
Nothing can bring me
so I can
down.
make sure that I'm throwing things to players and not like nameless NPCs.
Nothing can bring me down.
Grab a sacred torch. Hold the torch to the brazier, and I dropped it. Not my fault, man. Alright, now we run like the wind. We run and we run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Did somebody get that? Doesn't look like anybody got that. Well, how about if I stand up here in places where they're liable to be throwing them, and maybe I can catch them? We try that.
The fury is mine.
And throw it to me, guys. I'm right here. I'm the cute one.
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
I was standing
Nothing
in
can
the place
bring
where
me
someone was
down.
throwing one. Can I catch it? Doesn't look like it. Never really had a great grasp on how this one works.
The brazier
Well,
is
the event was
lit.
successful and I got full
We
expert,
bask
so
in
whatever.
its warmth and pray for it to burn away the evils of our past. This effigy represents that which we seek to purge. Imbue your weapons with the sacred flame.
And the char effigy is up.
Something in the ice.
Your spirit.
Feel wind howling in our ears.
We are murdering it. Up. Oh, look, I can fly. Well, glide.
Alright. Never peace.
And I'm flying again. And we've got champion parasite devourers. Now the question is, are they devourers that are parasitic, or Do they devour parasites? It's not really clear. That was not good.
The effigy burns bright, and we are blessed with the strength of its flame. And as the cinders rise, let the evils of our past go with them.
Defense, then offense.
Bunch of dead champions.
A fitting
Some dead
reward.
players, too. We can res you. We'd be better off resing you if you weren't, you know, actually in the fire, but... I did what I could. I did what I could. But we have destroyed or burned up the effigy. We're the good Char. Now, well, technically I'm not a Char at all. I'm actually a Norn.
A fitting reward.
But both Norn and Char are native to this world, unlike humans, who are an invasive species. Dear God, I forgot to remove the AFK. Anyone watching on YouTube tomorrow or the next day? Yes, I know. I forgot to remove the AFK message. My apologies. It's only been up for about 20 minutes, right? I mean, it's almost like it wasn't up at all. It's possible that's not entirely honest of my part. Alright, we've got a couple of race courses on this map. And one of the things we can do is... Now, I am not especially good at beetle racing. Although, briefly, I did have a better time than Engelbert Meow in the last festival's race. And this led to her being possessed by a racing demon and not getting sleep for several days, trying to beat mostly Jukebox's time. They're about to start the race. I don't want to actually do the race because I think that's multiple laps. I just want to do the time trial. Swap over so that my default is the roller beetle. I am not very good at the roller beetle racing.
Let me guess.
In that case, for instance, I was going too far, so I had to dismount. Not optimal. Now we're going through the castle. So that's got more tight turns, and I'm not very good at drifting, which is the primary skill you need to be good at beetle racing. Also, I am skilled at running into obstacles, which is the primary skill you need to be bad at beetle racing. You put those two together, that is an almost unbeatable combo platter. Press the wrong button. That, unsurprisingly, doesn't help.
Let's hit the hunting grounds first. I want to test out some
So I do not recommend pressing the wrong button if you're doing a race. In my experience, that's not the optimal approach. Let's see. Latest time 2:20, 6:40. Not good enough for a gold. But then I've never managed a gold. My best time is a 2:01, 2:40. I've never managed a gold. I'm a failure. Also, I don't see EBM's time anywhere. So I'm just going to assume that my time is faster than hers. Just don't tell her I said so, and I'll be fine. Probably. Relatively fine. Somewhat fine. Let's see. Local response bureau marches. The rest of those. So I think that's almost everything. That is everything I think that you can get for the progress on the return to for this map. I think. Double check it. Yeah, it looks like everything else. That's in Bureau Marches, Bureau Marches, Bureau Marches. That's the Forging Steel instance. Drizzlewood. Yeah, so this is all that I can get done in this map. Now, I'm not sure. If I can get to the next map or not. I don't think so. Oh, wrong button again. There's one thing you can count on, along with me getting lost. That's one thing you can always count on, is me getting lost. Going the wrong way for things. I'm not really sure why the char are growing lettuce here. That doesn't seem to me to be a very char food stuff. I mean, after all, cats are obligate carnivores. That's not what we wanted. Can't say it's the wrong button. It was the right button. It was the wrong function that I had assigned to that button. We have a chest over here, Grothmar Valley chest.
A fitting reward.
Couple of blue unidentified chests. This was down there. Something that threw me about this map was that the exit, I think next map, which is an ice map. It's like to the south. This doesn't feel right, you know?
Welcome to the Iron Legion Arena of Destruction.
That does sound like a really, really Char thing.
Destroy each other for your entertainment. The shine of the wheel, the rumble of the engine, the devastation of a well-aimed rocket launch. See it all right here.
Fast. Let's go fast. Oop. Technically fast.
Maybe the commander here can show you how it's done. What do you say? Hop on a platform. Once you're airborne, grab a rifle and fire away.
Yeah, I'm not good enough with the rifle on the platforms to... There's an achievement for shooting every single target, but I don't think there's any way of knowing which targets you have not already hit.
Commander, we're looking for volunteers to scout the pass. See if it's safe to go on. Want to help?
No, that's not. That's what I thought it was, but that does not take me to the next map. I'll get to the next map. How do we get? Trying to remember as to how we get to Drizzlewood, because I enjoyed the Drizzlewood map. No quarter. Read the message from Cretia. Reach out to Ritlock, he can bring you to the front.
Ritlock, got a message from Cretia. Ryland's called for a parley?
Yeah, his warband's been leading Bangar's army for a while now. This war is taking too long, and Bangar's managed to throw too many bodies between us and him.
Maybe Ryland will be reasonable. Give us a chance to move some of those bodies out of the line of fire.
We'll see. I'm your ride. Meet me at the Eye of the North.
There's just something about the way Drizzlewood South meta plays that I just find very entertaining, very fun to just play. Good rewards too. So for a while, that was what got me going there. Not entirely. Let me sell some crap. I currently have 710 seals.
Give me a report.
The discount vendor. I'm going to buy an Ebon Vanguard supply box. I have so many of the tokens. Yep, nothing really worthwhile in it. That's okay.
Ritlock,
converts
how long
those
since you've been on the front?
Currencies into...
Not for a couple weeks.
crafting
Cretia's had me doing some recon
and
through the
occasionally other
homelands.
stuff. Weapons.
Better get a move on. Parlays mean politicians. I'd rather be close enough to have Kree's back.
All right. Good call, Ryland's dad. Rit something. And again, we've got
Commander, Gridlock.
unskippable
Good to have you
narratives.
here. Steelcatcher arrived already, and the talks
So
underway.
a character like this who's
I
never done this
expected to
content
see
has
more
no way, I
troops.
think, of getting this map.
Did
Well, I
you
mean, if
clear
I had
out base camp
a
for the
friend who
parlay?
was in the map.
Unfortunately, our
I could
alliance has
teleport to
been
them.
bleeding defectors day and night.
Defectors? Still?
Worse since you left. Steelcatcher's forces are impressive, and they've come at us with a propaganda assault too.
That can't be good for morale, or your forward momentum.
It's not. We've lost ground as well as troops to the enemy.
Where's the new front line?
You're walking through it.
I can't believe it's a perfect evidence of how
and everything in between.
Unpolished, I'll be generous.
Any last words?
A lot of their marketing people and their public-facing people are. That they named something
What the hell?
IBS, Icebrood Saga, but also Irritable Bowel Syndrome.
He knows the point
How
of
could
this
you
war
be
is
so
to save the charm,
goddamn
right?
blind and
Apparently
stupid?
he's big on battlefield justice. But that's iron business.
Killing him in a fair fight's one thing. They made a choice to change sides. But this, it's a waste.
It's slaughter.
How can you do that?
Let's work
I just don't understand.
This war, then.
The jokes write themselves. I mean, to my mind, that is quite literally a fireable offense. Your job is marketing. You look at someone saying, yeah, we're going to call it the Icebrood Saga. You're going to go, IBS? Irritable Bowel Syndrome? No, you're going to rename that. It's going. It's going. And with every sip, it's going just a little bit better.
Don't know how much plainer I can make it. To you or your packed friends.
Centurion.
Tribune, Steelcatcher. He's earned it.
Yeah, I can see the scars. I'm here to save lives, Tribune. How many Char have died already?
Then tell the Imperators to accept this offer. You forget you're up against the greatest military leaders of the legions.
Oh, Smoder.
Most of Iron now marches with Dominion forces under my command.
Bangar's Dominion forces. The Tribune's power is but a taste of Bangar's reach. Next, an Elder Dragon.
This is Bangar's war. He'll lead our people to ruin, but he can't without Ryland. Move aside so we can stop him.
Take the territory and hold it. I've accomplished my mission and more. I'm offering you mercy at my own discretion.
If you let Bangar wake Jormak, he will destroy us all. Be smart.
Excuse us, Imperators. Is this a bad time?
I offered a parlay
Once
out of
again,
respect,
one of my
it's clear
friends
your allegiances are askew.
makes everything worse.
Rescinded. See you on the
Nice timing, Logan. Kaz.
Damn it. Who the hell are you?
Krisha, this is Logan Thackeray. Logan, Tribune Krisha Stoneglow.
Great to finally meet an old friend of Redlock's.
Not the time. Commander, take a seat. We need to strategize.
Idiots. I am surrounded by idiots.
What are you doing here, Logan?
The Queen sent us with a troop of Seraph to repay Kryta's debt to the Blood Legion.
Your memorable arrival aside, I speak for the Imperators when I say we are grateful to have you and Lady Casimir with us.
Could you give the politicking a rest?
No.
You didn't complain when I brokered our treaty with Ebonhawk.
Oh, you do like to tell that story. Repeatedly. Your point?
I'm not going to intervene. You guys...
We are losing everything. What are we going to do about that?
Take a subtler approach.
I'm going to refill my cup. I'll be right back. I'll try to remember to remove the AFK this time.
You move in the shadows, collecting secrets you share when you feel like it. Head on and face to face. That's how you win wars. Dominion's weakest spot is they're wrong and we're right.
First time you see it, it's really good and interesting and well done. And the second time's okay. Starts getting old. We need to be smart. I'll ask Krisha.
We don't have
Put
the
it on
numbers
her.
anymore. Head to head, we'll lose. We have to rethink our strategy.
The right war machine's worth 50 bodies any day.
No matter how good your machines are, we'll never retake the beach. Not without infantry in the trenches.
And who's going to build them? You keep shooting your defectors.
So let's abandon the forest and focus on retaking the beach.
Do we have the resources? Anything to give our ground forces an edge?
My legion's mostly intact. We can add our magics to Smoder's munitions. Should give an edge.
Seraph regulars could easily add the iron and flame forces on the beach, right?
A smaller, mobile force would use the forest terrain to our advantage. Ryland won't expect the change in tactics.
Some of the Seraphs share mesmer abilities. Malice could factor us in.
Maybe it's time to teach the Cubs a few new tricks.
The Chicago Cubs, because clearly they do need the help. Guerrilla warfare sounds like the change we need. Wait, no, I'm fighting with the Char. They're cats. They're not gorillas. On the other hand, Smoder.
And just what kind of damage will hit and hide tactics really do? Do you want to get to Bangar or not?
We're calling ourselves the United Legions. We need to walk the walk. Blood, ash, and mesmers in the forest.
And flame, iron, and seraph regulars on the beach. It's a good plan.
It is a good plan.
Reasonable.
Reasonable. Go. Waste your time in the trees. I'll take my forces and wipe out this Dominion cancer for good.
We've got a mission and a strategy. Commander,
Smoder.
I'll meet you in Ritlock at the Blood Legion bivouac.
Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Can't open those in the instance. Drizzlewood Coast, Drizzlewood South, I really enjoy. So. And it has just begun. There's two parts to the map. There's a south end of the map and a north end of the map. That's just cartography talking. I did not particularly like the northern half of the map, which was the second half. The first half they brought it out as two separate entries. Map and then map expansion.
No mercy for the weak. Eat pain.
Eat pain, one of my favorite sayings.
August, this is for you.
Might makes me right.
Might doesn't make me right. Being right makes me right. So in this case, what we're doing is we're escorting. Basically, a lot of the mechanics for this were stolen from from World v. World. And I think it works really well. I just really enjoy it. For whatever reason, I find this a satisfying
There are no gladia.
game mechanic.
There is only the strength of our fangs and claws, and the enemies at our feet.
Let's see. A supply bull has left Umbral Grotto, headed for Vloxen Mine. Alright, it'll be out there. In that direction, then. I'm a little surprised there aren't more people.
You hear something suspicious.
Now, on the other hand, this one is still pretty early on.
Might makes me right. A fitting reward.
It is
Nice.
one of the more rewarding pieces of content. In terms of goodies. As there are multiple reward tracks. And they each have some pretty beefy rewards as you get further out into the reward track. I've had enough of that Dominion sniper, and so he is going to die.
Defense, then offense.
Like that. And that one is also going to die. Why? Because he tasks me. He tasks me, so I shall have him. This is a core thief. Believe it or not.
Defense, then offense.
Using spear.
Stay alert. Dominion set mines in this area. Saw my partner August get blown up right in front of me. We barely survived. Wish it had been me. Help me disarm them so it never happens again.
Don't think I'll get any credit for this.
These mines are unstable.
I'm going to repair the gate. There we go. Legion forces are ready to launch an attack on Fort Defiance. And we've taken that one. Fort Defiance is there, so we're going to be heading north.
This could hurt.
I would be better served by joining NPCs and maybe some players. Doesn't look like it. Normally, I mean, people run this content because the rewards are so good. Okay, there's a couple.
Not yet.
Defense, might makes me right.
So I was a little surprised there didn't seem to be a lot of people around. Now the instance is relatively new. So there probably aren't. The reason there hasn't been a whole lot of people running around is the instance is relatively new, in that the event should not gotten very far. That's a couple of spirit shards tonight. And more crafty bits as rewards for stuff. Player here, sure, I will hop in too.
Warband, avenge me.
Warband, avenge me. They don't even know who you are. The attack has not yet begun. It's real easy to poke your head out far enough and get it rapidly chopped off.
leave no witnesses. No mercy for the weak.
No mercy for the weak. That would be you guys, right? Pretty sure.
The base is just ahead.
Pretty sure.
The fury is mine.
This is gonna
Not
hurt.
just that one. No, this is the Sky Scale. And I am the only person here. This was not a great choice. Now, I'm no longer the only player here, and it's still not necessarily the best choice, but hey, I'm going in it.
Legions, do whatever you have to. Go, go, go.
The fury is mine.
The Sky Scale is the jack of all trades mount. It's not the best for... unless you have to hover, it's not the best for anything. But it's pretty good at everything, and if you're not swapping mounts constantly, it's the best choice.
Stay sharp and keep your weapons in hand.
Now, this guy's got the right idea. He's on his turtle. Turtle is extraordinarily powerful in this, on this map. Because it does enormous siege damage
Defense, then offense.
to doors, walls, stuff like that.
Give it up, you traitors and Gladia!
In fact, outside of this map, and a few maps in End of Dragons, it doesn't get much use, frankly. It's just not that good. The use case for it is very small. But on this map, it's dynamite, because it blasts down doors.
Stop creeping in the shadows!
Quickly.
Gotta get to the champ. Make sure we get the hits on the champion dude. Maleficus Spine Cracker. Yeah, somebody's an edgelord. I don't want to mention any names except it's Maleficus Spine Cracker.
Steady your weapons! Face them down!
Give up, Dominion!
We're in it together! United! Stand
Affirmative.
Can't last much longer! Well done!
We have captured this.
It's anytime soon.
I'm just that cool. I like to think I led the way, and that's because I led the way.
Fury is mine.
Lots of champions around. You want to kill all the champions.
There's one to
The
remember me
spoils
by.
of battle.
I don't get it. My sister always said Vanguard was a two-faced blowhard.
Vanguard is a two-faced blowhard.
I don't care if she is. She's not my sister anymore. Just a traitor.
Exactly.
I gotta go.
She's just a traitor. Glad we could have this talk.
Dominion attack incoming. Don't read any of that trash. Keep your eyes up and stay focused.
And now we're about to get
We
attacked
don't
by
need any more
airships.
Dominion tricks
Seriously.
around here.
Gonna get attacked by airships. Skyboats, if you prefer.
This place is getting to me.
Where is it? Where can I pick up the shooties? Where's the balloons? Where's the damn... There it is. Rifle rack. Precision rifle rack.
Quickly.
I am not doing a very good job hitting my targets. I'm doing, in fact, a terrible job in hitting my targets. Out of ammo. Reload. I'd like to say I'm responsible for the one that blew up, but no, that wasn't me.
Legions,
hey, I hit something.
Every base counts. We will retake this territory.
I hit something again. That was like multiple hits in a row. It's like I'm a shooting god. You know, except for the god part.
I bet their propaganda
Victory!
don't mention
Easy!
anything about
I even
getting
got a gold
spanked
medal.
like this.
The spoils of battle.
And each of these is filled with crafty bits. Next up should be over there. I've already got that one. So one of those three then. You can do this basically zerging one after another. Or you can break up into groups and work your way through all of the areas of the map. I don't see any commanders in the map, so I would guess we're zerging. Don't hit me, troll. Haha. Loser. Went right by you. You didn't even touch me. Loser. We have a champion over here. Oh, no, just a veteran.
Might makes me right.
I got a couple whacks on him. Got some more goodies. That's kind of what this map is it plays like a World v. World map, except it's PvE. No, this is from the Icebrood Saga, which came out after Living World Season 4, which was after Path of Fire, and this was before End of Dragons. So this is 4 or 5 years ago? Something like that?
Don't you understand? Dominion will prevail. Join the winning side.
I like it.
I got a little loot from that, even though I didn't have any part in it. Ooh. Choosy boxes. Choosy players choose loot. Are we shooting a... Where's the rifles? Where's the rifles? Oh, Charzuka. I can use the Charzuka. That'll do. Frankly, wouldn't you rather have a Charzuka anyway, really, than a rifle? I mean, it's a freaking Charzuka. Like that. Boom. Rifles? Good. Charzukas? Better. I don't even consider that arguable or debatable. 10,000 points. I know I'm out of ammo. I thought I just reloaded, you jerk. Silly jerk head. Face. 10,000.
I've been hit!
Shake it off. Barely a scratch.
Walk it off, you candy asses.
It's a miracle.
So as story time, real quick to sort of explain the flow of things going on, at least as they were going on at the time. After Path of Fire, we had Living World Season 4, which is considered largely to be, if not the best, overall content they've done. Very close to it.
Sorry. My
Then they decided they didn't want to do more expansions.
Guess there's more traders out
They
there.
were undergoing a lot of
than-
internal change. They were working on multiple other games, including, for a little while, at least, Guild Wars 3. And so they decided going forward, instead of following the Living World Season expansion thing, they were going to bring in this new thing called the Icebrood Saga, where it would just be chapters of relatively smaller stuff with an overall arcing thing, sort of trying to do expansion type content across multiple chapters. And they got partway through and they decided that wasn't working, and it wasn't, and they decided they needed to rethink. And so they sadly brought it to a very overly fast conclusion that was not satisfying. And then they went back and looked at things, and that's when they came up with one more expansion. Well, they considered their options. That was End of Dragons.
Fury is mine.
The after End of Dragons content was really weak, and that's when they then announced that they were going to be going with the smaller expansion paradigm that we've seen for the last two expansions. This has been my TED Talk.
Comrades remain to stand beside you. Join them in death, or join Dominion.
The weak run!
That is a Necro
Might makes me
in
right.
Reaper form, I can tell, because he has approximately a 30-foot long scythe when he's in Reaper form. It is kind of a giveaway. So what happens is, after you capture, what is it, like 1, 2, 5, 8, I guess 7 areas, then there's a big overall last fight in front of the bridge, and that was the end of the first part of Drizzlewood. Then the second part of Drizzlewood, I didn't particularly care for. It's much more just a straightforward Zerg. Everyone goes from point to point to point to point to point to finish off that map. So I really enjoyed Drizzlewood South. Drizzlewood North, not nearly so much. We have a couple players here. I'll help. Because I'm a helper, you know? That's just who I am. Ask anyone in real life, and they'll go, who's Lens?
Quickly.
Because frankly, the internet is not real life. For instance, I was informed today that there's apparently some enormous drama going on between multiple young millionaire Minecraft content creators, which has included the use of the word retarded as one of the important sticking points.
Mine.
Where evidently at some point one of these streamers referred to about half of his 15 million YouTube subscribers as retarded. I don't know about you, but if I had 15 million people following me and my extremely lucrative livelihood depended on those viewers, I wouldn't insult them. I certainly wouldn't bust out retarded to describe them. Because a good case could be made that doing so would actually be that word. Oh, he's gonna flip. Like that. Aha. Got him. Gonna extract parts. Because parts are parts. Me and another player. This other player is obviously my kindred spirit because they're named kindred spirit.
Mine.
Coincidence?
Not
Be the
today,
judge.
Dominion.
I will follow them because they are my kindred spirit.
Might makes me right. Target in
Oh,
sight.
they've turned around. They want to go for the other
Stay together. The base is just ahead.
tank.
False imperators
Why tanks?
fight beside humans.
You're welcome.
Minion fights for charge.
There's the enormous freaking scythe that clearly demonstrates you have a Reaper in play. By the way, Reaper, very fun class. Elite spec, whatever you
A
call it.
fitting reward.
That was, I've collected a certain number of comms.
Grindsteel's getting
They're just,
more desperate.
you're going to get a lot of
pushing.
chests over time. If you're doing the Drizzlewood meta. North or south, they both pay out quite well. Right? And this, we actually have a commander now.
Might
so
makes me right.
we are headed towards the chest-orama that is the end of this event.
Logan, rally at the
Drizzlewood South.
lighthouse.
Let's go ahead and turtle up. See somebody else also turtled up. The reason is we can blast through these freaking doors in a single shot. This is the most useful turtle gameplay area in the whole game.
Destroy their weapons!
I can fly!
Come on, Legion! I've been waiting for a good fight all day!
Frankly, the turtle is a bit of a disappointment as a mount.
Let's get this party started!
Visually, I think it's cool. It has interesting play mechanics, but generally not that useful. But really useful in Drizzlewood. And this is the legendary quality tank.
Time to bring the noise!
She's young, but she's an expert with that tank. Watch yourself. You're better than this.
Thanks, Pop, but I think I'm doing just fine.
You fought well. There's no shame in surrender.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm not listening.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm not listening.
Your base is overrun. Let it go. Fall back to the bridge.
Ah! This isn't over!
Ooh, each.
This is getting serious. Another proud moment.
Event successful. We have captured it. We are just awesome. Mostly me, but the rest of the guys did perfectly adequate.
How's he doing?
They're taking him back to
The
base.
spoils of battle.
His leg looks real bad. I'm worried it'll get infected out here.
Target destroyed. Krisha better hope this is all worth it in the end.
Oh, more chests of loot. How nice. And that means I got enough done to finish the first half of the Return to achievement and get 5 Mystic Coins. Currently selling for about 2 gold 17, I think, each. Yeah, 2 gold 17.
Stop what you're doing and grab some munitions. We got choppers incoming.
Charzukas.
Don't
Give me a
try and sneak
Charzuka.
away. I don't take
Life is always better when you have a Charzuka. That's all I'm saying. I even have a character named Muffy. Muffy the Charzuka. She knows what's what. Come on, as soon as they get targetable like that, we hit them with our best shot. I mean, really, it's a freaking Charzuka.
What?
Quickly.
I mean, how could it be better? I'm a Norn, and even I think that it's clearly the bee's knees. I'd say the cat's meow, but that's a bit on the nose, given that I am named Angle's cat. Reload. Oh, I don't think so, my friend. Eat 10,000. Sure, you dropped a bomb on me, but I've hit you with multiple shots. And yet you do not seem to have learned that I wield a Charzuka. We'll reload in preparation for another Dominion bomber. We're blowing them up and murdering their morale. Well, that one's liable to try and drop a bomb directly on me. No, he blew it up in time. We'll reload. Nothing in range yet. We have reloaded. Kaboom. 10,000. Victory is ours.
All troops accounted for.
All right, that's just going to leave the last bit. The big fight at the bridge.
Don't you understand? Dominion will prevail. Join the winning side.
The propaganda is a nice touch they have here, where you're constantly hearing messages from the other guys. The equivalent of Tokyo Rose.
Give me a report.
So now we're going to have a big fight against boatloads of enemies, including 4 legendary bosses. When it's over, there's like 14 chests. That's not an exaggeration. I think it's 14. And then there's also like another dozen sort of mini bosses scattered around, each one guarding a cache. So it is a very, very rewarding piece of content in terms of material. Lots and lots of crafting maps. Like,
Keep going, soldiers. We're making headway.
yep, that is supply drop
A
contents because
fitting
I
reward.
got participation in all or almost all of the various map areas. So I got a bunch of chests. There's a bunch of crafting maps in. Get rid of this stuff that we can get rid of. It's basically worthless. Why did it tell me I had full bags when I clearly didn't have full bags? Don't know, but it did. So those, open that up. Glory to the Iron Legion. That's one of the meta events. Contains 25 assorted onyx material.
A fitting reward.
It is a fitting reward, or so I would evidently think. Okay, there's still fighting going on in this map. Oh, there, it finished. Right as I say, there's still fighting going on. Okay, it finished. All I had to do was say the magic words. There's still fighting. Oh, it's finished. So now we're going to head from both sides in for the last fight. It's a big one. It'll probably take 15 minutes. On the right, you can see over here, we've been getting commendations and war supplies. Those are used as currencies for various stuff on the map. What we need to look for is there'll be...
Word is Dominion's been sending coded messages to their troops and scrambling their ciphers. Time for a little spy work. Let's not get excited. We'll take out the recon control, grab their messages, and get this over with.
Warband, to me! There are no Gladia. There is only
Fury
the strength
is
of
mine.
fangs and claws, and the enemies at our feet.
Quickly.
So this is a counterattack on this control area. That needs to be thrown back before we can start attacking from the two control areas.
You can't keep a good man down.
I'm finished.
There, I killed whoever that Reaper had targeted, so they got an instant res. Although, how you kill a Reaper, I don't know. Those guys, I mean, they've got two enormous freaking health bars to start with.
Defense, then offense.
They not finished off in here? I thought they had. Maybe not. No, looks like it's been finished. I guess we're still waiting for this to finish up. Recon patrols departing in 6 minutes.
I'm in bad shape here.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
See that?
Defense, then offense.
They keep trying to take the gate. They never learn.
I'm finished.
The Legion lives on.
The Legion lives on. Maybe so, but you don't, dude. Bad choice. Fine, I'll repair the damn door.
Nothing can bring me down. Defense, then offense. Might makes me right. Quickly.
You gather these verdant herbs. Because they're verdant. Don't knock back the mobs when there are other players whacking on them. How many times do I have to say that
me right.
to my monitor because they're not listening to me?
Hurts, doesn't it?
But still. Again.
In Vanguard's dominion, there are no Gladia.
Fury is mine.
Only the strength of our fangs and claws, and the enemies at our feet.
Affirmative.
Yeah, about that. As one of your purported enemies at your feet, I just want to say lol. Oh, look. Right, he had a bomb, knocked me down. Technically, I was at his feet.
Might makes me right.
Yes, but now he's in the ground.
Quickly. Defense, eat pain.
Well, I'm supposed to deliver that to the Ash Legion contact, but I have no idea where. Check the map, I guess. Inside. Okay. I can do that then. I can go inside and I can hand these to the Ash Legion Shadow. A little bit edgelordy, but that's
Steelcutcher. Fighting Dominion has
took
gotten
him.
harder. But at least this mission is almost over.
Sell my crop. Portal scroll. Decorations. Siege weapons, daily material contributions. Sure. These
We
get
can't
you the
leave any Dominion to
commendations.
the rear. All bases must be captured before we can push forward.
Which gets you progress on the reward
A
tracks.
fitting
That's for
reward.
finishing off the controlling of the areas. As you can see,
Maybe this
lots
wasn't a
of
waste of
crafting
time.
mats.
These'll help us crack their
I'm
codes.
always achieving greatness.
Well, would you look at that? We can crack
Bunch
this
of
one.
karma.
Coordinates. It's coordinates on a nearby comm tower. Move out!
The spoils of battle.
Use explosive to destroy the Dominion communications tower.
Stay and fight. It's done. Hope this war is
Okay,
over
well, I
soon.
got here just in time for that to
My brother and I can both just
blow up.
survive.
It's a gift I have, clearly. Showing up just in time to get nothing. Envy my skill. Maintain infrastructure and complete events to raise troop morale, which limits enemy sieges. Okay,
We
that
hold the
finished.
forest and the beach.
There we are,
Rendezvous
preparing
at
for an
the
assault
village
on
base
Wolf's
and begin your final
Crossing.
advance.
That's Wolf's Crossing. That's the end of the meta event. We'll play through that and I will call it an evening. Hold the forest and the beach. That's the beach. That's the forest. And we will have attacks rolling out from both sides.
The false imperators have you fight beside humans and other lesser beings.
Lesser beings
Fights for char above all.
like Norn. Oh, wait. We can outdrink you and we can outfight you. Losers. Jackie Daytona is here.
Quickly.
As is Kyra Voidbringer. And Moira Fleetstep. And me.
Nice hit.
Angle the Cat.
I am sorry for every loss you've suffered in this war.
I'd say I'd gotten used to it, but there's no reason to lie. Legions, advance!
We are advancing. What do you mean? We've been advancing for like 30 seconds already. We're kicking their asses. We're taking their names. Their names are... Every time we ask, they fall over and go... So I'm guessing.
That was a plan.
Push on!
Nice hit.
Nice hit. Famous last words from a char. Nice hit. Ow. Ow. Ooh. That's going to leave a mark. We're here with Malice, a forethought.
Legions, do whatever you have to!
We can kill him. Got it. We can do the killing
Nothing
thing.
can bring me down.
We're good at that. Practice. Practice, practice. There's a
Target in sight.
dozen players, maybe? 10?
Eyes on your sister six.
Birthday cake before we slaughter. Delicious birthday cake. And then we're going to slaughter.
Ephraim's forces must still be sweeping up from the lighthouse. Keep your eyes open. When they arrive, we go.
There. I see Malice and Casimir's every Dominion snake regret betraying the Char.
Getting healthier.
Against all odds. Now
I'll
take every
take
battle
you
won,
with me.
every obstacle
Drive
you
them.
overcome, and use it.
Grab
Rise up!
supplies.
I'm always achieving greatness.
We've got to take out Steel Command. The
Cinder
rest will
always
follow
said
them.
that Char in charge were nothing but fur and hot air. She was right.
Fury is mine.
Daily action. Right?
Window base me.
Surrender the bridge and live. Get off the bridge and maybe we won't kill you.
They're not worth the threat. Barely worth the firepower.
When this is all over, we're gonna have a good laugh at how pathetic you Imperators turned out to be.
All right, now we. Everyone's running over in that direction. The big NPCs you've got to tackle, so we're going to teleport up. There's one of them up here.
Nothing can bring me down.
Your soul is mine!
Defense, then offense.
I appreciate the help.
Steel doesn't bend or break. We kill real good, though. Dear Diary, today I took down a few Imperators and ate some Dolyak. The Dolyak was tough.
And now we're back on the mega tank.
Slice them apart!
Feel the burn!
I need to see if I can't help res this person. Nope, nope. They were res before I could get to them.
Oh, look at my new tank guy. Like it?
Right, now we're for this one. Again, we're gonna take a Mesmer portal up. Break their break bar and then break them as much as we can.
Look around. You're killing your own.
You think you can get us to turn away from Ryland?
I know you don't.
You can't. The great
Getting
Patch
healthy.
Commander. Have we met? Don't care. Let me introduce you to my ammo.
Your soul is mine! Suffer!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
We heal as one!
Window base me.
Back to that one, I think.
Sharper still.
There's that person. They're res. Good. Over here. Teleport me up.
You are all weak.
Give up.
Break the break bar.
You are all
Stand your ground!
Break them.
sharp blades, sharp mind.
Reporting for duty. I can't take you alone.
Help res somebody. Because I'm not just a life taker, I'm a life giver. And now, we take weapons. Yes, it's more Charzukas.
Nothing can bring me down.
Oh, it's back.
Defense, then offense.
Grab another.
Our rules.
Might makes me right.
You did it.
We did it. We cleared it out.
Want something? Has brought us closer to healing our people.
Another proud moment.
Need a head bashed in?
Fury is mine.
One char! One char!
One char.
practicing
Sort
that
of.
for a
Not
while,
really.
have you?
You guys have been fighting for a while now.
Today's
It's not really one
successes were
try.
hard won and hard fought. Don't think anyone will forget those steel centurions.
Let's see.
Let's see to the wounded. Friendly and otherwise.
1, 2,
The
3,
spoils of battle.
4, 5. Already got that one. 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like it's 10 and the big one. So it's a total of 11 chests. Which is kind of a lot. The Dominion trophy box. I'm encumbered. Now I'm not. Those all need to get sold. We have 2 Dominion crafting boxes. I'm pretty sure I've got all the recipes. Because I've done the reward tracks enough. So tonight, in Return to Icebrood Saga, we got 6 out of 10 done. That got us tier 1. Tier 2 will require us to get 4 more things done. Yeah, we got 4 done in Grothmar, I think. And then 2 done here. Local response, which is quests in the map. And the Revenge at Wolf Crossing, which is the big fight, which is finished. So 4 more things, and we will have gotten the glittering weapon cache and finished out the tiered rewards for Return to Icebrood Saga. I'm popping back to the Mistlock Sanctuary, and I'm going to call it an evening. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me on a little Guild Wars 2 evening. I'll be back probably on Thursday at the usual time at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Probably off tomorrow. After all, I am enjoying adult leisure beverages tonight. And I only sometimes stream after doing so. Let me sell my crap. But I should be back then. Not sure what I'll be doing, but probably something game related. Again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Tuesday night goes great. And hopefully you can get through your Wednesday and head towards the long downward slide towards the weekend. Back on Thursday. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care and ciao for now. Good night, guys.